Well, a very merry, jolly 16th of December to you all, which has absolutely no bearing on anything across the world as far as I know, except for the fact that it is another day of our advent calendar, for better or for worse. Behind door number 15, then, the most suggested mod from yesterday's episode ended up being English poorly translated, with a caveat, though, in that this mod is quite out of date. I've enabled it, I've done a little tweaking, tried to get it working. However, I haven't noticed any changes initially. If we don't see anything by the end of the episode, I will sub out English poorly translated here on day 15 for whatever was the second most upvoted from yesterday's episode. For tomorrow, our preview Joris of today, we have none other than Filthy Joris, which you may assume is a very low-effort Joris, and you would be absolutely 100% correct with that. Thank you. No idea what we're going to do with Filthy Joris. I'm not sure a special ability on that one. Before we carry on with today's episode, I have some somewhat important news that might affect the schedule over the next few days. I'm going to be away for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's going to be like one of the biggest times I'm away for the best part of 2 years now. Big problem with that, of course, is the advent calendar. It's supposed to be a daily thing. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go back through the past few episodes and count up mods that have had, from the entire series so far, significant votes, and add up the most upvoted mods across the whole series. And if there are some that we don't have in yet, I'll be throwing those in on the days I miss, and then any suggestions on the days that I am not here will bring forward into the next part of the calendar. We can sub some out, or I might even have a couple of days of multiple mods going in there to really shake things up. I am going to do my best to get out an episode every single day while I'm away. I'm going to try and bolt record as I can. Don't normally bolt record, my schedule doesn't normally allow it, but I will do what I can there, so we might have some slightly shorter episodes. We might miss an episode on a particular day. Don't panic, check the Discord for updates. But just know over the next few days, things might be a little bit different to usual. Now, I want to focus a little more on the whole generational aspect of things, because right now we're in this kind of weird place where we're a little bit tribal, a little bit medieval. As you would expect with Tzu, she's not starting as a completely tribal character like we have with Round or Ohm to begin with. She came from a relatively advanced settlement, and she's just trying to figure everything out by herself. She knows that things like computers exist. She knows how furniture works, etc., etc. She just has to put the research in and work with these people until they can figure out the best way to build it. So right now, I kind of say that we're not really in the tribal era, more so we are in a kind of tribal medieval hybrid. We don't really have much in the way of efficient workstations. Right now, we're just using regular plain old fueled stoves, and we don't have research benches that are very standard. We have these kind of early simple research benches, but simultaneously, we don't have much in the way of weapons or armor or luxury. So we're kind of tribal in some aspects, medieval in others, but I think we'll just kind of put that line kind of between the two. I would love to get us up to a point where we can say that we are solidly medieval, where we have weapons and armor, you know, actual metal armors here, proper workstations. A working forge would be really nice. But to make up for our lack of items, armor, combat experience, we're going to have to make up for it with our magic, of which we have a fair amount, except for that traitorous angel yesterday, Robber, who turned up magically gifted. I gave him a lightning scroll. Turns out the idiot's incapable of violence. So right now, with our colony of 9 people, we have 3 that are regular old characters capable of combat. We have 2 slaves that ideally you don't want to arm in Rimworld because of, you know, fairly obvious reasons, rebellions and whatnot. Elrang is so heavily brain damaged that without a loaf of bread, he drops down, so I can't really rely on him for combat. Rubbermaid and Speedy can't equip weapons, and Rubber is incapable of violence. So overall, things are a little bit of a mess, and I'm getting a little worried about these raids. I don't know if, say, for example, Speedy could use a trebuchet. So we're keeping an eye out for siege weapons today too. Not that we have any influence over the whole thing, but we're going to double down on the research again for a little bit. I think we've built everything we need to build for this stage of the game. You know, we've got the workshop going. We've built whatever workbenches we can. We've got some defenses, some holes in some dirt. I mean, it's the best we can do. So we're going to have Nagnician, Tzu, and Speedy all top priority. Ideally, I want to build another one of these if we can afford the resource cost. It took a little bit of steel yesterday. We don't have enough steel. Did caravan out yesterday and get a little bit, but we used that on a workbench. So we'll go out again immediately, try and get a bit more steel and get this research lab going properly. And then while we're out there looking for some more steel to work on that, we do have some more quests for the cookie box. That's the only one we've got for the time being, but when we head out there, of course, we should be able to get a little bit more steel from that too. Let's take this drone on. This will come with a raid from Discordia, every 8 hours. So let's get on with this as soon as possible. Tzu, get hacking, my friend. Tzu's hacking speed is 171%. Okay, well, this won't take long at all. Oh, golem theory. Oh, this might solve the problem of us not having anybody capable of combat. We make magical creatures that fight for us. That could work out pretty damn well. I have no idea how this works, so that's something we're just going to have to try and figure out today. You know, I think Tzu's hacking speed might be so fast, we might get this done before the raids turn up, which would be fantastic, given our lack of any sort of fighting force going on here. Holy shit, it's going to be so close. 0.9 hours. We've only got 10 research left to go. She's done it. Are the raids still going to turn up, though? Oh, that poor ostrich. You fool. It's okay. It's backed off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Are they turning up just as it's about to explode? That's illegal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, just as we complete the quest. All right, fair enough. Oh, it's not that many people. Oh my god, I thought they brought a dragon then for a second. Oh, it's only 3 people. That's really not a problem at all. Wait, where did they go? Oh, they walked away because we finished the quest? They were here to destroy the space drone. Of course, they can't. Okay, that was like perfect timing then from Tzu. If it had been even slightly later, they'd have crossed the threshold. Well, I mean, hey, if nothing else, we should be able to at least get our first relic today. That'd be quite nice. So in terms of production, we really don't have much. I've got a gem crafting table there that allows us to make some basic magic gems by combining jade and magicite for the most part. We do also have a gem cutting table from Rim Fantasy. That might do something quite helpful for us. Let's build out of bamboo things. We've got a boatload of that. Oh, we did have. Other than that, then, we have every single workbench available to us right now. So this is it. Like, this is all we can craft. I think a crafting spot allows us to craft some other things too. Oh, look at these. Thrumbos, elephant bows. If we get any more thrumbos on that, definitely kill them and try and get the best weapon we possibly can at this point. Can we make any of these staffs? That would be quite good. 120 steel. See, steel's going to be a big problem again. Golem, golem, golem. We can make crossbows. That seems pretty good. Doesn't look as if we can get any golems, though, huh? That has to be a job for the Arcane Forge, right? 200 steel ingots, 100 jade, 100 uranium. I think we've got everything besides the steel, then, at this point, right? Good God, look at all the resources. Oh, no. Well, I suppose that seems very on brand for Tzu, doesn't it, given how she came into this fine planet? A biological approach to golems. I still think we need the forge before we can do anything with that, unless, I don't know, the butcher table might have something for us. Again, yeah, it all sounds incredible when we can actually get up to that point of crafting the bloody things. And besides, this is supposed to be a medley of all the other mod packs we played this year, and as far as I recall, we had some, flesh attachments in the Rim Effect series, right? I remember a certain bionic implement that... Actually, was it me that made that? That might have been me in hindsight. Does sound like something I'd do. Oh, motionless animals, hey? Looks like Marcus wants us on the comment section. A yeoman of the Refugee Imperium recently lost a scouting party to 4 manhunting Skrills. I have no idea what a Skrill is, but the fact there's only 4 of them gives me a little bit of confidence. They're willing to pay us about 2,000 for the privilege. There's an infinite chem reactor up. Again, we might only be a kind of tribal / medieval technology, but Tzu is well aware of what a chem reactor is. I think we go for that, and we do need the uranium to make the forge as well, so I think this is the right choice. I just have no idea what a Skrill is. Oh my god, and they're giving us 4 cataphracts as well, one of which is a child from what I can call him, 11-year-old cataphract. Okay. Shit, I mean... That's fine. They look incredible. They do only have medieval gear again, but what the hell are we up against? What the hell is a Skrill if this is what they're arming us with, though? Okay, everybody is drafted. The cataphracts, I'm going to move over to the gap in the wall that we used to bait enemies through. We have 1 hour before whatever this is turns up. It's a Thrumbo. I don't think it's a Thrumbo. Come on. Okay. What is a Skrill? It's a giant dragon? Okay, attacks with a lightning. Camera charged nearby batteries. Well, that's nice. I might be in a little bit of trouble here. Here's the plan, then. I think we send the cataphracts out there to die. Just send them in and try and weaken up the Skrill. If we get some early good heavy hits in, get a little blood loss going, we might not be in such a bad position. I think we're screwed. Don't tell anyone, but I think we're doomed. It's all about like calamite, doesn't it? Get him. Get him. Just mess him up. Just do what you can. Oh, God. Wait, so they hit themselves with lightning bolts and they, like, redirect it. Oh, that's kind of cool. You know what? It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. Look. They're doing a great job. The cataphracts have it down. Holy shit. This strategy is working perfectly. There is one cataphract down, though. This one is 55% dead. That one's 65% dead. That's 100. Let's stop searching and destroying. Let's focus them down now. I just wanted to get wide with the cuts so that it would start bleeding out and allow our people to deal with them a lot sooner. Oh, God. We've got to be careful. Been bitten to death. I'm not even sure the lightning is that much of a concern. To be honest, it's another one down. Let's take you out next. 100%. If we have to... You know what? Actually, in hindsight, let's go for you. Let's swap tactic here. This guy's already beaten up enough. He'll bleed out in 9 hours anyway. That's probably not a concern. That's another dragon now, but another cataphract too. Get him. Finish the job. We might not even needed our people to draft up. It does seem very silly they give us a quest to kill these dragons that is cataphracts are more than capable of killing. It's more about luring them away, right? And then... Oh, this one needs to be finished off? No? I guess we're done. Yeah, there we are. Pods arrived. That infinite chem reactor right now is obviously going to be borderline useless. We have no power. We can't do anything with it. But the second we get any sort of early power, we can hook it up. And for the rest of the game, we have a nice steady supply of chem fuel. I mean, over the course of the whole game, that's going to be thousands of chem fuel. And during that, we had another quest come through selling to Had Banara. They want 430 Devilstone, which I'm fairly certain we've got, yeah, way more than that. Problem is, they're offering us things that we just straight up can't use. The skill trainers are quite nice, but not massively relevant. I'd probably take this one just so that we could train up Rubber. And then we've also got Cryptic Building. Riemann, Primus of the Northeast Mueza, says that people found an old Prothean beacon. Is that from the Rim Effect mod? I don't remember what a Prothean beacon does, but it's right there. Guarded Prothean beacon. Wow. We also want to kill those Thrumbo, right? Because the Thrumbo horns we can use to make some very, very powerful magic weapons. And those weapons are not only good, they're one of the few things we can actually craft right now. So that would be very, very nice to get. 2 Thrumbo horns to make 1 Thrumbo. Pretty good to give to Tzu. Hey, hang on. Candle making. Not that that's a big deal or anything, but the point is they're a medieval technology? Are we finally in the medieval era? We absolutely are, look. Wow, we finished all of the tribal stuff. I say that there's not really a massive amount of tribal stuff, particularly when compared to everything else. Oh, I see. I was wondering why we didn't get a ping to say, hey, welcome to the medieval era like it normally does. Reason for that is there's a technology that seems to be like racial specific here. Is that Orcish? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so because we're not Orcish, we technically can't finish those two. So we're not done with the tribal era in that sense, but we can move on to the medieval era. Otherwise, we'd be stuck there forever, right? Until we finally became an orc. But hey, that's pretty massive. Now we can finally, hopefully, unlock some proper forging tools and maybe actually make some weapons and armor before the end of today. Novel idea, I know. So now that Tzu's awake, I want to go and hit those 2 places on the map, the Thrumbos and the Protean beacon, or Prothean, I don't know how it's really pronounced. Let's get ourselves some Lemba spread made for the journey then. Let's just do until we've got 10 of that. Then we'll go to the Thrumbos to kick things off. I guess we'll take Amarthrian and Nagnisian with us, and then Tzu herself along with the elephant. I think that'll allow us to carry back whatever the hell we want. In this case, it'll probably be Thrumbo corpses. I suppose we could butcher them while we're there and just take the horns. That's probably the right idea. And we want to take that Lembas. How much food does that count as? Well, it's pretty good, but we are going to need more than that. Oh, look at that. How many have we got? We've got 5 in total. That's 2.5 bows. And we're in the medieval era now. That means we can be raided by medieval factions or any of the lower technology levels. So Manhunt, Pax, Tribal. We need a weapon that can stand up to that. We need weapons that can punch through the armor. And I think the Thrumbo is going to be it. But I'm not sure what is the best way to hunt a giant herd of Thrumbos. I think the first thing we should absolutely do is re-roll Tzu. Do you want to try and use the poison power? The more the target moves, the more lethal it becomes. Okay, well, let's blast you with that. It doesn't send them hostile. Okay, until eventually maybe it'll fall over and we can just... Yeah, look. Maybe it'll just fall over and we can just finish it off and move on. It's not the most... it's not the most ethical way to deal with a Thrumbo, I will admit. Maybe we could stack the poison on it too. So it's poison minor right now. What if we go for another poison on the same Thrumbo? Moderate. Oh shit, this actually might work. I just hope in all this time they don't end up leaving the map. Yeah, ultimately I'm not sure it's worth it. It's done a very small amount of damage, but to its kidneys, its liver, things that aren't going to kill it in a hurry. Let's re-roll soon then and see what we end up with this time. Liquor brewing. There you go. Thank you, Chaos Mage. Okay, no, what did we actually get from that? Oh, wow. Reverse time. Will that resurrect the dead? I don't think this is the power that restores people to life. I think the time mage ability that reverses time so they come back to life is a much... it might need like an upgrade or something like that. Denial. Because the chance and success. Oh, look at that. At skill level 3, may be used on the recently deceased to attempt to revert the condition that caused death. So we could quite literally bring people back from the dead. I think that's very, very good. But I think I want a dedicated chronomancer to that, right? I think I'm going to reroll her again straight away. And we need combat abilities. Actually, more importantly, we can level up protein again and go for 5 powers this time. I guess what we'll do with the 2 elves then is pick off like a Thrumbo that's away from the pack. One that won't aggro the rest of them. If we can just get a regular manhunter. Oh god, this is dangerous. Okay. I just want a regular manhunter, not a full manhunting pack. We could have poisoned them and of course shot at them, but the risk of that is they go manhunter immediately and then we're fighting them in melee, which I'd rather not do, to be honest. Try Chaos Tradition again, see what we get this time. Summon. Summons things to her. Frost Ray. Lightning Cloud, Snowball, some good defensive abilities. I guess we'll just focus on a Thrumbo at a time then and just try and take him out the old-fashioned way. A group of Bushi party from the Atsunobu Shogunate have arrived nearby. Oh, shit. They're here to hunt the Thrumbo as well. I say we let them do whatever the hell they like. We stand back and let the Thrumbos rip them apart. 5 Thrumbo versus 12 lightly armed peasants? I don't think that's going to end too well for them. Unless they're here for us and not the Thrumbo. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that could make things a lot harder, couldn't it? Yeah, I thought they'd be here to fight the Thrumbo. In that case, I wonder if we can drive the Thrumbo into a Manhunter pack. Careful, Sue. Careful, Sue. Blast it. Damn it. Okay, okay. Try one of these ones. I just want the whole group to go berserk. Then they can fight the Thrumbo and we can not have to worry about it. Try now. Okay, nothing still. Shit. We can still just keep running and gunning, but it's not ideal. Oh, God. Also, the elephant is right in the middle of it all. It's pretty much the perfect map, though, for fighting this many enemies, because we've got lots of little choke points. We can try and use their powers a little bit more. So we've got this lightning cloud ability. What if we throw it down, like, right there? Nice. Nice. Okay, it stuns them. Now, what if we follow up with a snowball? We can't. She hasn't got enough mana. Okay, okay, keep moving, then. I mean, it's working fine. We've picked off a good few at this point. They're fleeing? Bushi party from the Atsunobu Shogunate are fleeing. Is that the entire group, or is that just a few? Because they seem hostile still. Well, in that case, we know we can't mess around. We can't stay here for too long, or people are going to get very tired and very hungry. So let's just start killing them dead. I hope we can get them just individual manhunts without driving the whole pack. Well, this is just horrible, isn't it? Oh, this is just terrible. They're not fighting back at all. That makes me feel way worse. You idiot Thrumbo, put up a fight or something. Oh, God. A group of high elves are going to fight the Ordo Kingdom back in our home map. Okay, we haven't got to worry about that at all. Oh, actually, do we? What are they doing? They get into cover? You're supposed to be fighting one another. We can't keep an eye on both of these things. Oh, there's one down. Okay. There's also the one that we poisoned a while ago. That's already beaten up quite a lot. The High Elves and the Ordo Kingdom are beginning to attack one another back on our home map. Oh, God. What is it? The same ones that just attacked? Okay, that's a problem. Because we've only got TX69 and Dr. Christmas there to really help defend the base. Thrumbo Hunt just took way too long. What do we do? We'll try and take out another Thrumbo. Just get 2 horns back at least. Then we put Dr. Speedy on the gap there. They've got to fight a giant flaming salamander. Then we hope our people can just do enough damage to them that they retreat. I mean, that's not a bad start for sure. The ditches, I'm realizing, were placed not exactly the best strategic locations there. And he's down already. Well, this is fucking doomed, isn't it? This is so doomed. Luckily, they're just going around hitting front doors. Nothing important. Might be okay. We'll be doomed. The day they send people with actual ranged weapons, we're doomed. For now, though, while they're just here to attack our game of boards, I'm not really that bothered. Come on, Dr. Christmas. Come on, Dr. Christmas. Bring it down. Nice. Are they still here? Are you fucking kidding me? You're lighting fire to my Devil's Strand. That's unforgivable. I'm sorry, but that's absolutely unforgivable. How's Speedy doing? You went down from, like, a punch. Are you a coward? No, he hasn't got any trait that would... I guess he's just not interested in fighting. We'll get the robot maid over there to use her healing magic. Just flee. Just flee. Just get out of this base. Nice. There you go. Put the fires out. That is the second Thrumbo down. I mean, now that the raid's done in our home, we might as well just carry on and try and kill at least 2 more. Holy crap. The caravan has been detected. Enemy reinforcements here in 9.6 days. Okay. I think we're done. I'm so sorry, little Thrumbo. And we'll leave the final one alive. There's no point killing it to get the horn, given that we need multiples of 2 to make the weapons. And to be honest, I feel just terrible. Which really says a lot, given some of the awful things we've done in Rimworld. So let's throw down a very quick butcher spot so that we're... Oh, I mean, if we can carry back the corpse, there'll be a lot of meat, though. Oh, can we load them up? No, I don't want to settle. I want to forget about this place as soon as possible, thanks. Thrumbo corpse, then. Where are they, though? Thrumbo corpse. There we are. We can't carry all of them, unfortunately, so we'll butcher 1. We can't take the whole Thrumbo, but we can take the meat and the horn and the pelt and the blood and the fat. I guess it's just the bones that were too heavy. Yeah, like that was actually genuinely the difference. That's quite impressive. And we also got a quest to get our final relic here too. Oscar Bjornsson, head modder of the Enlightened Modders, has discovered an ancient complex a long distance away. Of course, we got to take that. And the base is in good shape too. Yeah, they were able to put out all of the fire on the Devil Strand. We have a drought, unfortunately, so everything is dying. Well, that's not very good. Are our food stockpiles okay? Yeah, you know what? I don't think we're going to starve to death anytime soon. Oh, a storyteller change, along with 2 dwarves demanding we give them our elephant. Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to do that, actually, pal. Here they are. Gilmy and Oin. They sound like knockoff dwarves. Gilmy and Oin are the 2 dwarves who ordered from wish.com. Oh, I didn't check the new storyteller. I closed it off without thinking. Let's go over to our... history tab and go in there with gritted teeth. Ice Eagle Invader! We're dead. Hey, Oin. How are things? Oin did not respond. Gilmy, I'm going to call him Gimli so much. Gilmy, though, is a bladesman. Oh, cranial nerve palsy. That doesn't sound too good. Lower shooting, lower melee, lower work speed, but he is a bladesman, though. And he's also got a talent for it. Wow, he's got a talent for it, a passion, but his body hasn't been enough to hold him back, though. Look at this guy. I like the story. That's a great story. You know what? Gimli? Oh, it does say Gimli. No, it doesn't. It says Gilmly. Gilmly, my friend, I might not be able to say your name, but you're coming home with us. All that effort, and the first thing they've done is just dump it on the doorstep. Yeah, I'm not best pleased about that one, Chief. Hello? Well, that was bloody good timing. We've only got 4 hours before the shuttle leaves to the quest. What are we up against? Oh, it's 2 xenomorphs. You know what? I think we can handle that. For the actual quest itself, I'm probably going to send out, and this might sound crazy, Sue, the Robo Maid, and Speedy. Sue can do it herself, no problem, and we need people here in the case of a slave rebellion. Not to mention we've got that dwarf here now that will need potentially tending, but at least feeding and recruiting, right? They get too distracted going for the elephants and stuff. It's like they're not even interested in us. Oh, Sue just blasted it to next week anyway. We've got nothing to worry about. Okay. Very, very quickly then. You guys piss off, go back to work. Rubbermaid, Speedy, and Sue, let's get in. I'm going to start calling you slow at this point because this is actually unreal. And look, there we go. We got 3 Thrumbo horns in there. Should be 1 more in the stockpile. So now we can queue up 2 of the bows whenever we get enough steel. If we can bring back 200 from this complex we're going to, either way, we've got that Prothean, whatever they're called, complex still to go to as well. All right, sensible idea. You 2 stay there. Sue, let's get into that complex. Okay, that's a little dangerous. Thank you. And that should be our relic to gather as well. Or maybe it's the Goran Nation, one or the other. Thank you. Let's crack open these hermetic crates. Let's take apart all the walls as well. Between the 3 of them, they should be able to fairly easily carry 200 steel. Crate number 1, we have silver. Okay, silver's definitely fine. And crate number 2, we have hyperweave. Okay, that'll do it. Let's get out of here. And there it is. Not only the steel for the forge, but our relic... Wait, what? Oh, my God, you gave me a heart attack, man. Thought all of our people have been horribly killed in a shuttle accident. We've also got our relic complex there as well, so we get a little bit more steel and obviously the reliquary there. Hello? Oh, an overgrown terraforming drop pod that creates this horrible little cactipines. I think we'll just smash this up now quickly. You never know. Might be free steel. Or nothing. Oh, God. It's just unending. Igor, piss off. We have the full squad this time, though, so I think we'll be okay. We'll put Speedy back on here, and then With that and 5 archers, I'm sure we'll be alright. Holy shit, we can hit them all the way from the embrasure too. I think while we're here, we'll extend out the ditches too. They're already fleeing. They didn't even get a chance to attack. Wowee. Just wanted to plan out some ditches, you know? Try and slow them down a little bit as they were trying to get into the base. The nth coming. A truly bizarre creature has arrived nearby, heralded by freak blasts of light and a faint sound of trumpets. Seems not very interested in the colony, and perhaps would be wise to give it a wide berth. There he is. So graceful as it waddles through the water. Biblically accurate Joris himself. Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. We could try and tame it. We actually do have the animals go. Wow. If we fail to tame it, though, chances are our colony will be wiped from the surface of this planet. Oh, I don't like this at all. And we've got a raid from the Gora Nation imminent. Hurry up and feed that angel rice. Join us, Biblically accurate Joris. Come on. 0.39% chance. You know what? I think I'm okay. If we get inspired taming or something like that, it will be an ultimate weapon for this colony, but for the time being, it's just it's just gonna level the place. Oh! Hey, I'll happily take that, though. Build smithies for crafting weapons such as knives, gladii, and maces. Actually, the most significant research we have gotten so far and will get for a very, very long time. Fueled smelteries. Look at this. Ancestral forges, scav bench, anvil, furnace. We've got a tailor bench there too. And more importantly, a tequila barrel. Oh yeah, no, actually there's way more than that. Look, we got an armor smithing table. That's gigantic. I'd like one of those. Let's put down the fundamentals. So tailoring table seems very, very good. The furnace with the anvil, obviously very, very helpful. So the ancestral forge is really cool, but you can only use it when you have an inspiration of creativity. I would rather spend that 500 steel, which is obviously very difficult for us to get right now, on, well, actually regular plain or weapons of armor that we can craft. Oh, well, never mind. That solves that problem pretty damn well. Holy crap, like, we got super unlucky with the research we were getting in the tribal era. Just a lot of crap, and then obviously the kind of useful ones cropping up right at the end there. During the medieval era, though, we've cracked out the 2 most important ones very early on, and there's a fair amount more medieval tech than there is tribal tech. By a fair amount, I mean bloody loads. Good God. Okay, no, there's way more. To be fair, though, a lot of it will stem off of steel alloying. You'll need that as the base research before you can do much else here. So we have a limestone-fueled smelter that acts as a kind of medieval smeltery. And then we've got the actual furnace, which we can apparently also use as a smeltery there. But we use to turn our ores into workable things, but more importantly, craft weapons and gear eventually, as soon as we get this anvil set up. And on the plus side, now we can take all those weapons we get from raids that we don't have the tech for, and rather than me just throwing them in the ocean, which is what we have been doing so far, we can set up a bill in here and say any unknown weapons we just smelt down and actually finally get something useful out of it, you know, rather than destroying the environment. Holy crap, they've done it again! Dr. Speedy, you are way too high tier. In the space of about 2 minutes here, he solved every single problem we had. Weapons sorted, armor sorted, steel is sorted, and now my only complaint of beds and any furniture to fill our giant castle with is solved. The real question is, can we build a throne room? Because we've been waiting to give Sue that acolyte level, I think she has been, for a very long time, but we don't have a throne to do it with. The throne of Castle Bran. That would certainly do it. Well, the sad news is there is very little Van actually in this mod pack because the vampires are a little bit broken as a mod. They're quite intensive. So building a throne in honor of Anne, I think, is a nice consolation prize. Oh. Shit. Well, that's a problem. We can't extract skulls because we don't have any desire for skull spikes in the colony. Well, never mind. Pour one out, Fran. Gone. And very much forgotten at this stage. Oh, that's a shitty throne, though. The Grand Meditation Throne is 75 gold, and we need that for our reliquary. Oh, speaking of which, we only got 15 hours before the security threats activate, so, I mean, not really much we can do about that. A throne is better than nothing, though. So we'll definitely put that down. At least that way we can fulfill the quest, right? And then for the brazier, I guess we'll build it out of iron and try and save on our resources a little bit. Well, there we have it. I mean, it's not much of a throne room, but it is a throne room. Okay, how are we looking then? Satisfies title Acolyte. Yeah, I'll happily take that one, and that means we can actually go ahead with the quest for the Acolyte ceremony. I'm not that bothered about being friends with the Empire, like I said, but these silent levels are very, very good, especially when we're not doing so well on the whole defensive front of things. And with that, one Acolyte. Unimpressive, ravenous, Oh, possibly the greatest moment in Tzu's life, a bestowing ceremony allowed them to develop the ravenous trait. Tzu has a bottomless pit for a stomach. And that makes perfect sense because who donated their stomach? None other than fat fucking Larry. Couldn't be any more perfect. You know what, it might not have been an unimpressive ceremony, but the theming and the fact that that ended up the way it did was just so perfect. I can't even be mad. There you go. So now we need to upgrade things with a bone chair. What? I guess they just mean a throne in that situation. 24 tiles, all floored, 2 braziers. All braziers must be lit, etc., etc. We're all good for that one. What do you do for the next level? I guess a better throne certainly wouldn't hurt. So now we have the option to learn a whole new sidecast. Blinding Pulse, Neuroheat and Water Skip, Word of Joy, Healing Touch could be good. Arctic Pinhole could also be very, very good. Oh god, the Council of Elves too. Word of Confidence, Breath of Life, or Mind Control. I don't even know what those bottom 3 ones even do. I think I'm going to take Arctic Pinhole because we have no way at all right now to refrigerate food. And Tzu has gained quite the appetite. And I mean, there's other utility benefits to that too, right? Not just keeping our food fresh. If we get a heat wave, for example, right now, we're in a map with a permanent summer. A heat wave would wipe us out entirely. There's only so much these passive coolers can do, and we've already got shitloads of them in every room. And overall, I mean, what a massive day for the colony. Tzu got a fresh rank, we've got the throne room built, we've got all of that weapons and armor and steel and everything that I was talking about before. We've got a adamantium spetum. Okay, is that any good? 13.87? What, in a drop pod? Tzu, my friend, I might have just found a much cooler weapon for you. Oh, look at that. I like the way she holds it in front of her face, all mysterious. Peeks at you from between the prongs of the fork. Tomorrow, we militarize, we get our relic. Apparently, we've already built one of the reliquaries. I didn't even notice that. We get our relic, we upgrade the furniture, we dignify the bedrooms, because apparently that's no longer suitable. No work facilities allowed. What, in her bedroom? Oh, the bloody loot box. The mysterious red chest that we can eventually use to create other loot boxes counts as that. Okay, well, we'll put it in there. Put it behind the throne. I think that seems kind of appropriate. And I guess we'll wait and see what weird adventures await us tomorrow. We've had some very bizarre shit happening. Thank you, as always, for your patience over the next few days while I am away from home. Hopefully, content will continue as usual. We'll probably miss a day. Might not have anything on Saturday. But other than that, things should be roughly the same as usual. And a thank you, as always, to the patrons, without which I would not have time to produce the 3 episodes a day across 3 different channels. Oh, good, the storyteller has changed. Thank God Igor Invader wasn't around for long. Apologies if I do take a while to reply to you, patrons, or have taken a while to reply to you by the time you see this, because I'm obviously having to spot record a lot of content. I'm working pretty much 24 hours a day every day at this stage, so I will get everybody caught up with either before I leave or the day I get back. And again, apologies for that, but there's only me here. Just me doing everything myself. But thank you to Ken the Eagle, Taco Cat, Ethox, Pepfiend, Tia Azafale, Archbishop, German Hammer, Lupus, Zexel, Cyborg Skaven, Justin Rules, MTB, Moonray, Mr. Chakotay, Evan Crocker, Hottie Sphinx, and TG Taps for their support. The executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you all for your support over there. And a thank you to Erotha, Placeon, Fatigable, Edgemere, Epilogue, Technoman08, Mayor, Shittledirt, Justice for Ilia, Cameron, Omegador, Gavin, Ad Infinitus, Quivalar, Sionomus, and Magister Militum as well.